Hello friends, good morning. I hope you all are well and fine. And now we are going to start a new topic. But before that, we are going to revise our previous topics. These previous topics are means of the supply, means of the production, and means of the stock, difference between stock and supply, and factors affecting the supply, price, and other elements. Then we have completed function of supply and why inverse relationship between price and supply. Then I have started the topic which is related to individual and market supply. Correct, friends? Now we are going to discuss the next topic which is related to fourth chapter. At the topic we are going to discuss it's a change in supply. What do you mean by the change in the supply? Change in the supply that means the determinants of the supply are classified under two parts. First one category is price and second one category is other determinants. So due to change the price, what type of changes occur in the supply? It's known as expansion and contraction, correct? And next one is due to change the other factor, what type of changes occurred in the supply? That is known as increase and decrease in supply. So friends, we will discuss first expansion and contraction of supply. Expansion and contraction of supply, that means when all other factors assumed remain constant. First condition. And price is varied, which can be changed, only and only price can be changed. Here is expansion and contraction of supply. In that case, only expansion and contraction will be, otherwise this rule, this theory will not work. What is our assumption? Our assumption is when only change in the price, all other factors are constant. In that condition only, this expansion and contraction condition will be correct. So when other factors may constitute cost of the production, price of factors of the production, number of the seller, level of technology, and government policy. For this all we are assuming that this all are constant. No any changes occurred in this all and only change in the price. During in this condition, what type of changes occur? It's known as expansion and contraction. Here I have a table. In this table, one side price is given, second side supply of the apple is given. First side I am going to discuss with you. When price is 50 rupees, that time supply is 200 kilogram apples. That means seller want to winning that. Next one, when price is 60 rupees, that time supply is 400 kilogram. When price is 70 rupees, that time supply is 600 kilogram apples. That supply, that means what? It is willingness of seller at a given price at a given period of time. Okay. So when price of commodity is increasing 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and 70, 80, and 80 to 90. Then supply of a commodity also increasing 200, 400, 600, 800. When price is 90, then supply is 1000. That means what? That means the supply of a commodity is increasing by the seller due to increase the price. Inverse side I will say from 90 to 50 rupees. If price is 90 rupees, then supply is on 1000 kilogram apples. When price falls from 90 to 80 and supply also contract from 1000 to 800. Like there's all others. Okay. 70, 60, 50 and here 600, 400 and 200. So why this is positive relationship? As a producer, you can think as a producer what type of decision you will take. If you are a producer, if you want to sell your product in the market, so what will you do? Obviously, at higher price, you want to maximize your profit, and due to that reason, you also want to increase your supply. Same thing. So here, when all other factors are constant, all other factors, that means government policy, uh, production factors, remuneration, and future expectation regarding price and all other things are remains constant, due to that condition only this theory will be work. By diagram we can explain. O x-axis is showing the supply of commodity in kilogram. O y-axis is showing the commodities price in rupees. Okay. So when price is 50 rupees, that time, when price is 50 rupees, that time supply is given by the producer. Price increase 50 to 60 rupees, that time supply also increase from 200 to 400. When price increase 60 to 70, then it is again increased one by one. So if I will draw the diagram, I will get this curve. Okay, or SS curve I will get. But now we are discussing about expansion and contraction. So initially point I will mention here A. A is what? Initially point. So from this point, if I will say about the contraction. Contraction, that means due to decrease the price, supply also want to sell less unit in the market, and he want to sell only 200 units in the market at 50 rupees. So the point will be moved from the A to B at the same curve. At its noise, point will move from the A to B. And its noise, contraction of supply. Okay. Next one is expansion of supply. Expansion of supply, that means due to increase the price 70 to 80, 80 to 90. Supplier also want to sell more units in the market, 600, 800, 1000. So initial point A will be moved from A to C. Okay, and it's known as expansion of supply. And we will get this, there's 3 points. A to B, that means contraction. A to C, that means expansion. Because on this point only 600 units producer want to sell or supply in the market, but when price raised from 70 to 90, then supplier want to sell more units in the market, and these are 1000 units. That means what? At high prices, supply expand. If price will less and decrease from 70 to 50, then producer want to sell only 200 units in the market. So A point will move from A to B in the contraction of supply. And it's known as expansion and contraction, which topic we have completed. Now, next topic we are going to discuss about the increase and decrease in supply. What do you mean by the increase and decrease in supply? Increase and decrease in supply, that means due to change in the other factors. Here we will say that when all other factors are working, but price is unchanged. Price is unchanged. So in this condition, all other factors will be changed, and our assumption is due to change in the other functions. When one factor or some other factors other than price, I am saying about the other than price. So this factor will change in the favor of supply of a good. That is known as increase in supply. If some factor or one factor other than price will change in the change, there's some factors or one factors change the uppers of the supply, then this curve will be shifted from right to left, and it's known as decreasing supply. Okay, friends. So I will explain again in the simple words. Listen carefully and try to understand. When one factor or some factor other than price. Here you remember this thing. In the expansion and contraction, all of the factors remain constant. In the increase and decrease in demand, price is constant and all other factors are working. One or all other factors are working. Then we will explain about the increase and decrease in supply. Correct, friends? So if cost of the production, price of the factors, and technology improve, number of suppliers increase, government policies change in the favor of the product, and even if price of a good remain constant, its supply increase as the entire supply curve shift will right side. My right side is this, so I'm saying like that. So curve will shift right side. Then S1 curve will shift to S2. Okay, you can write here name S3 because of in our textbook S3 is given. So S3 then it will be increasing the supply. Next one, another condition is this: if the cost of the production, price of the factors of the production, and technology, uh, traditional technology used by the producer, and this all change against the supply, then at the same price, there's all factors, few factors, or any one factor change in the against of the supply, then at the same price supply decreases and the entire supply curve shift to the left side. Okay, left side. So S1 curve will be moved from S1 to S2. Okay. If you want, you can write S0, S1, S2. So it will be easy for you. Otherwise, you can write same type of answer which has given in the textbook. This happens when cost of the production rise, price of factors of the production rise, and technology become expensive. In that condition, a number of suppliers decreases. Current policies change against the supply of a product and so on. Then this condition will be happen. Next one, we are going to discuss about the tabular explanation of the increase and decrease in supply. One side price is given. Price of apple in rupees. It will be same. Why it will be same? Because of I said previously, when all other factors are constant, only price involved, that is expansion and contraction. When price is constant and all the factors or few factors or only one factor change in the favor of the supply, then it will be increased. Against the supply, then it will be decreased. Okay, so here price is seen 20, 20, 22. So another side, it is increasing because of the other factors. All other factors are changing. So due to change the income, due to change any other reason, the supply will be increased 1000 to 2000, 2 to 3000, and 3000 to 400, sorry, 100 to 200, 2 to 300, 3 to 400, and 400 to 500. Why? Due to change in the other factors. Listen. Change in the other factors, that means what? Price is constant. No any change in the price. Only change in the technology, change in the production factors, remuneration, or change in the government policies. If by this reason, if supply curve will move from S1 to S2. If these two factors and more than one factor change in the, or only one factor change in the favor of supply, then supply curve will be moved from S1. It is our initially curve. S1. So this curve will be moved from S1 to S3. And it is known as increase in the supply. In which condition? In one factor, few factor, and other factors change in the favor of supply, then only it will be increase in the supply and curve will shift from S1. What I said, curve will shift, not point. Curve will shift from S1 to S3. If few factors, one factor and more than one factor change in the favor of, change in the against of supply, then supply will be decreased and curve will shift from S1 to S2, and it is known as decrease in supply. Okay, friends. So now we have done increase and decrease, expansion and contraction. Next one is exceptions to the law of supply. This one topic I will discuss next day, not today. And before that, I will just say that, friends, whenever you are going to learn expansion and contraction in supply, increase and decrease in supply, before that you have to complete the expansion and contraction and increase and decrease in demand also. Because from this both anyone will be selecting your next test. I will not select your question paper, you remember this thing. This question paper has not selected by me. Board selected question paper. Last two unit tests also was done, second unit test. Board has selected question paper. So I have nothing any idea about the question paper, but I'm just trying to give the question what question is important. So I'm saying that it is most IMP question for your test or for your exam. So friends, you learn this all four: expansion and contraction in demand, increase and decrease in demand, expansion and contraction in supply, increase and decrease in supply. So you can get easily marks, and this question will be asked for 3 marks. Okay. And any one question will be from select from that, and it will be converted into MCQ 1 mark. So friends, without any fail, please you learn and properly revise chapter at the same day. If you will revise topic at the same day, it will be very easy to learn, very easy to revise. If you will not complete on the same day, then your work burden will increase, plus very complicated condition will create that time what men said about last topic and now which topic is discussing and what is its main fundamental, what is its main concept. It's very complicated and very difficult to find and very difficult to learn. So friends, please you learn at the same day and complete your assignment. I'm going to check your assignment on Thursday. Okay, your time has given 7 to 12:30. During this time, you have to submit it. Friends, revise it and be happy. We'll meet again in the next period. Bye. Take care.